are live. Good morning, everybody. Daniel Allison, the average dude. It's a Friday first sip. Good morning, Fred Blanton.
Good morning. Not even close to average Danny Allison, the dude.
Let's get it. It's been a fast week. It's been a good week. We're moving right along. The boys are off school. Looks like you're having that first sip from the house this morning, Fred Blanton.
We are going to do a little traveling today.
Let's go.
Heading down to Chucktown, South Kakalaki. Are you taking your first sip?
You know what? Sometimes I get impatient. And do you mind kind of getting us going here?
You were not practicing reflective listening. I hope Matt's not watching.
Let's get it. I hope somebody is, though. I hope you are.
I hope somebody is. This is for Antarctic Mike. First sip, let's go.
Let's go. Antarctic Mike. He wanted a little more enthusiasm.
Oh, did he?
From Fred this morning. Yeah, it's Friday, man. So, hey, always good to hear from Antarctic Mike. No telling where Antarctic Mike is in the continental United States right now.
I bet he's in Idaho.
As a matter of fact, he's going to tell us here shortly in the comments, hopefully, Antarctic, where in the world is Antarctic Mike? And after he tells us, he's also we're going to have him back on, have him talk about this TED Talk that he's going to give. He's going to be bouncing around. I mean, he told me what he's going to have to do to get to the TED Talk.
Yeah.
And it's not an easy journey, but it's a big journey. When you have an opportunity to do something big, you find a way.
Why do you think the week went by so fast?
Well, I had a good weekend. We went into, of course, it was a short week. We had a day off on Monday. Let's go, Matt, Middleman Matt. Welcome to the show. Antarctic Mike is home in San Diego. San Diego is beautiful.
He's at home feeding the cats.
At home feeding the cats. You know what? The cats, people tell me all the time, Daniel, you should get a cat. They're easy to take care of, but I don't like cats as much. I want a dog, man, but then there are a lot of responsibility. So
you got to worry when you leave your apartment, your downtown Cush apartment. I don't know if anybody knows.
I don't know if you guys could see this, but yeah, it's kind of a big deal.
You got to worry about your dog barking. Your neighbors will not like that.
Hey, I hope none of my neighbors are actually listening right now, but somebody, you know how it is to have a dog in an apartment building like this. If that dog does bark, nobody knows what apartment it's coming from exactly, And it's like, okay, somebody's got to shut the dog up, but we got to find out whose dog it is first. But yeah, apartment living life, doing things, Denver to Wales to New York.
Venuto is scrap high right now, just out of curiosity for the business world.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about the economic environment of the scrap metal industry. It's a complicated deal. That much I will tell you. It's its own little world.
It's its own world. Yeah,
it's its own little financial system. And Max, the average dude brain, it's just not able to take in. There's so much out there and so much to learn. So that's why we bring in all these experts and they can teach us about it. You ready for the quote of the day, boss?
Yeah, if you would, can we put the E below the quote?
I tell you what, if that's not done on Monday, we got to put some type of pressure on me because it's not done, folks. It's not done. Okay.
Scrap's low right now. Okay.
All right. You ready to rock and roll? Let's get it. Right.
Quote of the day. Quote of the day. Get your mind right.
Oh, boy. It's getting bad in here. Quote of the day is right here. Boom. The energy of the mind is the essence of life. Woo! I like that one.
What made you choose that?
We talk about it every single day. This quote right here is it's the quote of First Sip. The energy of the mind is the essence of life. And energy, you know this from reffing basketball games, playing sports, watching your boys play sports. It doesn't matter if we're playing a physical game, we need energy. It doesn't matter if we're taking a test, doing a podcast, giving a speech, starting a business, cleaning the house. We have to have energy. And if you go to the Zippy Mart, if you go to the corner mart, they say, you need energy. You go to the doctor. What is one of the most common symptoms at the doctor? I don't have energy.
I'm tired.
I'm a little tired, doc. You got something to help me get my mind right?
Yeah, it's called movement and water.
Hey, that's a big part of it.
Diet.
But I was going through this. Where did this come from? You asked me, where did this come from? I was going through my journals. I picked up 2 journals and went for a long walk yesterday. And I love doing that. Okay. I looked through this. What was I writing about? Well, in one of these journals, I started writing about energy. And I said, hey, why are you so worried about time? Let's start thinking about energy. You can have time and not have energy, and you ain't getting nothing done.
Right. Did you bring 2 journals back with you? You left with 2. Did you bring 2 back?
I left with 2. I came back with 2. What do you think?
Winner, winner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So I want to talk to you. I didn't have time to get all of these things straight, but I wanted to start talking and thinking about, and you mentioned 2 of them. The way that I see this, we've got your physical energy. So you get your sleep in, you get your hydration in, you get your movement in, and there's a grouping of things there that we can do from a physical standpoint. And then, of course, there's the mental side. Talk a little bit about what you see, maybe even in teams. What's that shift? And is it mental? Is it physical? Where is energy coming from? And why is it so important?
Well, here's one thing that I believe a lot of people look over, and it's rest and recovery. I think that people push themselves so hard sometimes and skip sleep because we've been in this I grind, I hustle, I grind, I hustle mode for years. Like, I'm an entrepreneur. You can't stop me. Your body will stop you.
Your body
will be able to rest and recover to perform. Period.
We can do something. I'm trying to think of a good example of this. Sometimes we have to push through, right? You don't feel like it and you want to push through. But I can tell you something. If you can manufacture the right energy, because there's different energy for different things. Sometimes you might want to listen to a love song. Sometimes you might want to listen to a rap song, right? For different reasons. You want to get something done in a different way. But when we can find the right energy and attitude, that also is a catalyst to action. So now we're taking action and we got the right vibe, the right energy. Man, you're going to be so much more effective. You're going to be so much more effective. Now it becomes the real work. The real work becomes getting our mind right, getting that attitude. Because you can't, if you're waiting on that right attitude all the time, it never comes, you got a problem. You're never going to take any action. So I used to do that very often.
Metallica is traveling the country right now, performing in big arenas, right? How old is Metallica?
Whoa. Metallica, I know it's got to be old because I was young listening to Metallica.
So if you think about that band, and they give it their all every night, do you think they can end the show, stay up all night, do this a few days in a row, and show up and perform to their best and give the crowd what they want if they don't rest and recover during the day?
Heck no. And what I will say, they changed their whole lifestyle.
They change their whole lifestyle to provide energy when they perform. And we have to do the same thing. You don't want to be in front of a customer tired, lazy, not ready.
Oh my goodness. Put yourself in that situation. You've got an opportunity to close a deal. You didn't see this coming. Hey, can you come out today? And we won't, when I talk about being ready or being dressed for success, it's not just physical clothes, it's being armed and being ready to, with your Black Rifle coffee, to get out there. I want to do some of these that Mike has put up. Slow down and you will get more done. Amen on that. I need to read that every day, a couple of times a day. But working with our energy, everybody's different. I call myself a sprinter. I like to sprint, and I don't like to run longer distances. I like to sprint in both physical and in the way that I get work done. I'd rather work for 30 minutes, take a little, do something, and then work 30.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm pretty consistent. I have an idea of what needs to happen, what needs to get done, and I may go hard for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Come up for a breath, go walk out, say hey to somebody else, come back, get right back at it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And see, I love to do that. When I'm here, I love to get a little exercise, like maybe just a set of curls, hit the punching bag, bang, 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 bang. My neighbors love that too, by the way.
So you have to be clear in what you're trying to get done, right?
You got to be clear. Yeah. So I have all of this. I didn't have time to organize it, but what I want to do with First Sip, this is an energy show. What we're talking about today is the essence of our show, getting our mind right, getting our energy right so that we can be intentional, so that we can prepare ourselves and expect things to happen through the day that are going to do what? They're going to want to rob our energy. We're not going to let it happen. I do want to talk about some of the words that kept coming up over and over again when I was talking about my own energy, right? So when I was kind of going through, this is funny. James Hatfield is 291 years old.
And can still rock out.
and can still do all of the guitar skills. He is something else. I did see Madonna performing, and she was like propped up on the stage, and they had and I'm like, now that might be a little, it might be over. There's no energy.
Yeah.
There's no energy. But alignment and control. You know, when I think about energy, Fred, I think about personal power. Where is our energy going? Where's that life force going? Is it spilling out into the wrong things? Are we chasing validation and approval? Are we chasing the wrong people? Do we know what we want? Are we chasing pleasure, excess, loss of control? All of these things, that's the very opposite of energy and power.
You said chasing a few times.
Chasing is wasting time and energy.
Here's a little tidbit. If you become a person of interest, if you become the expert in your field,
Woo.
people will chase you.
And how about this? If you have the right energy, if you have intentionality, if you're going somewhere, you're gonna attract business deals, business opportunities. The right people are going to come into attitude and action on just about everything that we do. So the importance of getting your mind right in the day so that you can attract, so that you can take action, so that you can make things happen. It's a big deal. And, you know, I've got to say this before we finish out. One person that we see here almost every single day that's not here today, Fred, who is it?
It's Russ.
It's Russ, and I'm looking on and I wonder if it went to LinkedIn today or not, because Russ says no first sip, and I'm like, we're talking about you now. This is a first on First Sip. I'm sending a text on First Sip. Fred, what you thinking?
final thought. You mentioned two things that we can control:
Talk about it.
attitude and action. You can control your attitude, how you react, and you can control your actions. How much action are you putting into something? And is it enough to get the result that you want?
Let's get it. Hey, have a great trip today with the family. All you folks out there, including Russ Hammond, Mr. Ken, who is in here as well. Thank you, Ken. Antarctic Mike, of course, Metal Man Matt, and all you folks watching the replay. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Later, Fred.
If you're in Charleston,